Hello, am I on now? I disappeared. I couldn't even see myself on the screen. I think I am now. Barry, you're in. Am I in? I think I am. I'm fairly sure I am. I've just checked on YouTube and I think I am in. I'm going to adjust my camera. That's better. There you go. Who else is in? I can't even see who's even in. Why can't I see how many people are in? Ah, Baz, I am here, obviously. I'm all good, mate. You? But yeah, I can't see. Barry, you use StreamYard. How do I see how many people are in here? Steve Kent, you're in the room. Mr. K, how are you? I didn't expect to see you on here as well. Good to see you. Let me just adjust the camera again. Andy K, evening. We've got you. Good to know. I'm glad I'm finally on here. Thomas, Window Beer Reviews. How are you, mate? Nice to see you in as well. Delighted. Yeah, first live. My first live. And I am quite used to talking to people, talking to groups of people, but doing this first live, I have found a bit daunting. How do I get your comments on the screen? Let's do that. There we go. We've got some comments on the screen now as well. That's what the pros do, isn't it? So yeah, nice to see you, Thomas. Thank you for coming in. Mike Crow, thank you. Thank you for joining. And yeah, evening to everybody else as well. Who else have we got in? Shame I can't see numbers to say how many people are watching. I've got no idea. Oh, it's up there. There's 7 of you, I believe, that are watching. Thank you very much. I'm blown away that 7 of you have joined in for my first stream. Ah, Tess, you're in as well. How are you? Hope you're well, Tess. And Erin, hope you're both well as well. Loved your wedding. It was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, Barry, you're in as well, obviously. So good talk. Well done, mate. Off the top of my head, I can't think. Doesn't matter. I've worked out. There's 8 in the room now. I've worked out how many people are in. I can see it. It's up in a little eyeball in the corner of my screen with a number on it as well. So yeah, so a big thank you, as I've recently hit 300 subscribers. I think I'm actually on 301. Big number to me, that is 301. I didn't expect to get those sorts of numbers when I first started, and I expect every YouTuber says that. But when I started doing beer reviews, there were so many beer reviewers out there, and still are. So for me to get to 300 is just fantastic. I love reviewing beer, and I love the fact that you guys want to watch that with me as well. So that's really cool. Mark Holt, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Evening to you too. I can't seem to tab down on the comments. I have to keep clicking on them. Surely I can just tap down on them rather than keep clicking on them. So yeah, is there anyone I haven't said hello to? Mr. Kent, if you're still watching, what are you drinking, Mr. K? You want a gin by any chance? My friend Steve Kent, he loves a gin. He needs to come around my house because my wife's got lots of gin. She's got, I think we've counted over 28 different types of gin. So Mr. K, come round and have some gins with us. I'm sure you'll like it. You're on the JD, Steve? Yeah, okay. Didn't realise you were partial to a JD. I've got Jim Beam, if you want to come round for a Jim Beam. I'm not a big fan of JD myself. I've never really been a huge fan of Jack Daniels. What's everybody else drinking? Is anybody else having a drink at the moment? I'm just going to have a quick slurp. At the moment, I am drinking a Lord's Brewing American Pale Ale. Oh, this one's called the Bandon Car. Really nice drink. Really nice beer from Lord's Brewing. And yeah, we are going to do a beer review as well while I'm here. We're going to be reviewing this beast from Full Circle Brew, All Hail the Mighty Squeaker. There's too much light in here, isn't there? I hope you can see the big old mouse on there. This is an Imperial Black Forest Gateaux Stout coming in at 10%. We're going to be reviewing that as well. So looking forward to that. So let's see what else people are drinking. Mark Holt, I'm about to spark a stout open, so we're in sync. Good man. What stout are you having? What stout are you having? Tess and Erin, we're on the wine. Sorry, nothing to say sorry about with wine. What wine are you drinking, Tess, though? Does depend on what wine you're drinking. I know you love gin as well. And we've still got the gins from your wedding that we're due to drink as well. So we've still got those little bottles that were going around. We've still got those. But yeah, what wine are you drinking? That's dependent. Mark, you're on the North Star 2. Yeah, I've not had the North Star 2. I had the North Star Wow. I had the North Star 1, and to be honest, I wasn't overly impressed with it, but I haven't had the 2 yet, but I will definitely have the 2. A lot of people say good things about the two, so I'm looking at grabbing myself one at some point. What are you on, Baz? You're on the Salt Tap Tap Double Dry Hopped IPA. Ooh, sounds good to me. I like the sound of that one. Micro Northern Monk Faith. Northern Monk Faith's all right, isn't it? Don't mind a bit of Northern Monk Faith. Mike and Kay. Mike, for the price, Faith is a top beer. It is a good beer, Faith, for its price. Absolutely it is. But I'm waiting for someone to come in that really wanted to watch the review of this stout. I think it was Mark Cole, one of my subscribers called Mark Cole. I know he wants to see it, so I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes to see if he appears, and then we'll crack on and do that. Simo's in. Simo, how you doing, buddy? Just popping on tonight. Can't drink until I finish these antibiotics. Oh, that's a shit, isn't it? On antibiotics. Hope it's for nothing too serious, Simo. But yeah, it's a shame of antibiotics, isn't it, that you can't drink. So that's a shame. So thank you for coming along anyway. I hope you get better soon. I know all about health problems. If you follow my channel, you know that I have health issues and they're ongoing. I've got Crohn's disease and I have ongoing health issues. So yeah, if anyone's on any meds and can't drink, completely understand all of that. All the beer idea, Baz, 9 boxes. Andy K, greedy so-and-so, yeah. He always has quite a good collection of beers though, does Baz. Simbo Sup's got a spider bite on my foot and it went nasty. Really? A spider bite? Wow. A spider bite? What type of spider was it? Are we talking just like a normal house spiders? Because some of those big bastard normal house spiders, they do bite. They can give you a bit of a bite and it's gone nasty. That's not good news. We expect people to get mozzie bites, don't we? And they get nasty, but a spider bite. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting a spider bite that I know. So you're the first, Simo. You're absolutely the first to have a spider bite. Yeah, what type of spider was it? Did you catch it? Did you kill it? Hope not. House spiders are good for us. Well, not good for us, but they're good for the house, aren't they? So how's everyone's days been? Have you all been working today? I'm a Monday to Friday worker. I was thinking about doing this on a Friday, but I'm going on holiday again on Saturday. So I need Friday evening to do some plan and prep. And then a lot of other top beer reviewers do lives, don't they, on a Friday. So I didn't really want to tread on their toes either. They don't bite in my house, don't get a chance. Just give them the slipper, do you, Baz? Just quickly flatten them. I don't mind spiders, but my wife and my daughter are terrified of spiders. And there's no real need to be terrified of them. Yeah, they move pretty quick, don't they? But they don't really do us any real harm, except for Simo, who's clearly got a bite from one, and it's gone nasty. But yeah, spiders don't bother me. I'm not too fussed with spiders. Snakes I don't like. It's a good job we don't really have snakes in the UK, isn't it? Well, not big snakes anyway. What else we got on the comments? Not a clue. I think it's probably from being out in the garden with Nout on my feet. Yeah, quite possible, isn't it? It's good to be out on your bare feet, though. It's good for you. Be out on your bare feet. Yeah, I'm going on another holiday, Baz. This holiday, we actually booked it by accident. We just carried on leaving it booked. We booked it last year. When everything was going mental with COVID and holidays in the UK were getting booked up really quick, we realised we hadn't booked a summer holiday. So we got on the internet, and I don't know how, we somehow switched to 2021 rather than booking in 2020. So we booked this location, which again wasn't our choice of location. Somehow we just clicked on a different location the following year and booked it. And then we got an email and we looked at the dates and realised we'd booked it for 2021. So we just left it. We left it booked. So yeah, that's why we are going on another holiday, because we just booked it by accident last year and thought, we don't know what holidays are going to look like in the UK in 2021. So let's just leave it in there. And yeah, we've kept it on there. So yeah, that's why I'm going on holiday again. I know I've only been back from holiday for 2 weeks. And I can't remember the last time I went on 2 holidays in 1 year. So yeah, left it on there. Kind of made sense. So looking forward to that. We're doing a bit of camping on this one. I love camping. We've got a bell tent, and in my bell tent, we've got a log burning stove and a log burning oven, and the chimney goes out the side of the bell tent. Looks fucking fantastic. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I love my bell tent, and I'm going to do some beer reviews from the bell tent when I'm on my holiday as well. And I'll do a pan around with the camera and show you the bell tent inside and outside. It's the bollocks. I love it. I love my bell tent and the log burning stove that's in it. So you're never cold. It's fantastic. So yeah, another holiday, and I'm looking forward to it. What have we got from all the beer? No, the cats get them. Yeah, fair one. I've got 2 cats, and they would chase anything. They love chewing on a fly, and I live in a village with lots of farmers' fields, so we do get a few flies, and the cats love chasing flies, which is quite entertaining to watch as well. Yeah, we do only live once. Baz, you're right. So we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? Absolutely. Hey, Mark Jones, how are you, mate? Nice to see you in. Funny enough, I came downstairs this morning to get a coffee before work, and a nasty-looking bleeder the size of my hand popped out. Oh, brilliant. It was me or him. Fair enough, and that sizey hand. But some of those house spiders are, though, aren't they? They're absolute monsters, bordering on tarantulas. But yeah, my daughter and my wife absolutely hate spiders, so I'm always having to go and get them if they don't get the cats to get them first. You need a holiday, Mark? Yeah, we all need holidays, don't we? Does anyone else think we have lacked a consistent run of good sun? I agree with that. I love the sun. I love hot weather. I absolutely hate the cold. I cannot stand the cold. Even this week, I was putting a coat on because it was too chilly for me. I hate the cold. I love the sun. And we haven't had a consistent run of it, have we? The weather's just generally been shit. And they go on about global warming, and I agree global warming is happening. But why aren't we getting more heat because of it? I know we've had lots of floods, and that is devastating. But yeah, boy, could I do with a lot more heat. Just a consistent whole month of hot weather would be nice. So I'm hoping next week would be nice weather as well. Really hoping it's going to be good weather next week. Been shit weather. Yeah, it has been shit weather, isn't it? That's just the problem with the UK, isn't it? Which is why I can't always afford to go abroad, which is why I generally like to go abroad, because you've got a massive percentage of chance of the weather being hot, haven't you? I'm convinced I belong in Australia. I've never been to Australia, but I'm convinced I belong there. And I think it's because of the heat. I just need to live in a hot country. I really do. That's where I want to be, somewhere hot, nice and hot all the time. I cannot stand the cold. But anyway, should we crack on with this stout then? Let's have a look at this stout. I'm just going to have a quick vape because at the same time. Any of you vapors or smokers? Smoking's really starting to vanish, isn't it? Smoking. It's almost becoming a bit kind of outcast to be a smoker, isn't it, these days? And I was always a fan of the smoking ban in pubs and things, even when I was, a smoker. But I haven't smoked for about 7 years. But I have vaped for that time. But yeah, people are becoming a bit outcast, aren't they, on smoking? And probably rightly so, really. I'll just quickly catch up on the comments, and then I'll do this beer review. All the beer, Baz saying I'd settle for 6 months of sun. Not greed or anything. I'd love 6 months of sun. I'd absolutely bloody love 6 months of sun. I really would. We went to Stratford-upon-Avon for a 3-day weekend last weekend. Really nice place. It is a nice place, isn't it, Stratford-upon-Avon? I'm over in Bedfordshire. It doesn't take me that long to get to Stratford-upon-Avon and those parts. But yeah, it is a lovely place. Glad you had a great weekend. You're an ex-smoker, or never really a proper smoker. Yeah, see, I was a proper smoker. When I say proper, I wouldn't say I was a 20 a day person, but I was pushing 10 a day, sometimes more than 10. And I smoked from a very young age, from the age of 12 right up to about 7 years ago. And I'm 46 now. And I just did it to be cool back then. I thought it was a cool thing to do. Stupid thing to do, really. So it stinks as well, doesn't it? Once you stop smoking, that's when you realise just how much it absolutely stinks. So, but yeah, I've been vaping for 7 years, and I'm planning on probably knocking that on the head towards the end of the year as well. But I do kind of enjoy it. Anyway, let's crack on with this beer, shall we? Or this stout. So let's have a look at it. So it's from Full Circle Brew Co. It is called All Hail the Mighty Squeaker, an Imperial Black Forest Gateaux Stout, as I say, coming in at 10% ABV. Not a huge amount on the side of the can, not a huge amount of artwork writing on there, a bit about the artwork. But yeah, nothing huge that my eyesight can see. Let's see if I can work out the GB ingredients. What's in the English? Barley oats, lactose, cherry, cacao nibs, cholika. I looked up what cholika was the other day, and I've forgotten. I think it's quite a high, rich chocolate content or something. Can't really remember. So yeah, that's all it says. Sounds nice. And I love Black Forest. Absolutely love Black Forest Gateaux. Back in the 80s, I grew up in the 80s, being born in 1975, and Black Forest Gateaux were a massive thing. Every household had a Black Forest Gateaux on the table, and I loved them, absolutely loved them. And I've tried so many Black Forest Gateaux stouts that have never quite hit the mark, never really brought back those kind of childhood memories of Black Forest Gateaux. So I really hope this one does. I've tried so many and they've just not done it. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. Before I do that, let me just pick up on Mark Crow's comment. I'm a smoker. The Smoking Ban of Pubs has been responsible for me doing almost all of my drinking at home. Yeah, if you're still a smoker, I don't knock people that still smoke. I get it. Even 7 years on, I still crave the odd cigarette, especially if I've had a beer, but I don't have one. And certainly having bowel disease, Crohn's disease, smoking wasn't ideal. So yeah. Getting rid of pub ceilings were yellow. Yeah, wouldn't they? You just really were yellow. And they just smelled, didn't they? And your clothes would stink the following morning as well. So yeah, pub ceilings were very yellow. Even the toilets were yellow, but that's probably with piss. But anyway, let's crack open this beer. Let's crack on with it. I'm going to put it in my Chris's beer reviews glass. I don't know how well you can see that because of the light. My wife had that done for me for my birthday. In fact, most things that I get for my birthday, I've got Chris's beer reviews written on them now, which is kind of cool. There we go. That's all gone in. I have got traditional type stout glasses, but I'll just get the whole can in. So there it is. Absolutely jet black. There you can see the Chris's beer reviews. In the middle is a beer glass, but that's in black. But yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? Proper dark, nice, almost jet. Well, it is jet black. Lovely looking head on the top. That's not going to hang around long. Imperial stout heads, they just don't hang around anyway, but it is slightly tan. Let's have a sniff. Oh, well. I was so hoping this was going to be amazing. The aroma's not particularly great. It is a nice glass. I like it. The aroma's really lacking. For an Imperial Stout to lack aroma is a bit concerning. Imperial Stouts always have a good aroma. I'm struggling. I'm so disappointed. I so wanted this to be a good beer for my first live and celebrating 300 subs, which I say thanks for that. So yeah, to everybody that has subscribed, absolutely thank you. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning. I do really appreciate it. I'm really struggling on this aroma and I'm really trying hard. It does look a bit thin for a 10%. I'll give you that. It does. Yeah, I haven't got any friends that smoke. I've got one friend that smokes. We used to all smoke. It does look quite thin. Let's flip back to that comment. Yeah, it does, Mark. It does look a bit thin. And there's no aroma. I'm really struggling, which is massively disappointing. I really wanted cherry and I really vanilla and chocolate, and I've just got absolutely none of that. So I'm just going to have to crack on and taste. That is the most disappointing Imperial Stout I've ever sniffed. Oh, the flavours, for fuck's sake. That's disappointing as well. I'm glad you never got hooked, Jimmy. Thank you for watching. That is not a Black Forest Stout. It looks nice in the glass. You're right, Mark. It does look good. And I absolutely agree with everything you're saying in that comment. Aroma is dreadful. Taste-wise, I'm gutted, absolutely gutted, and I'm still gonna continue with my quest to find a really good Black Forest Gateaux Stout. Yes, it's going to be impossible for it to taste like you've just bitten into a black Forest Gateaux. Of course, I get that. But this is poor. And whilst it looks thin, it has got a reasonable bodied mouthfeel. It's got quite an oily mouthfeel. Oh, taste-wise, it's just shit. It really is. It's got the cherry. I give it that, but that's all it's got. It's got a sweet cherry. It's got a roastiness to it. It's massively lacking any type of chocolate. You can pick up that 10% ABV. You can get that. It's just a bit of a letdown. It's cherry. You can definitely get the cherry, which is, which you should in a Black Forest Gateaux Stout. So let me thank him, have unsub. Don't worry, Baz, I unsubbed from you as well ages ago, mate. Only joking, of course. Yeah, it's just got a sweet cherry, an alcohol kick to it, almost a bit of a brandy, cakey, a Christmas cake that's got brandy and cherry in it. It has got more of that kind of vibe going on rather than a Black Forest Gateaux. Maybe it should have been called a cherry brandy Christmas cake, but for a Gateaux or even a cake, it lacks that kind of nice sort of doughiness feel that you can get. So yeah, that's massively disappointing, and I've been looking forward to it ever since I said I was doing the live. Ever since one of my subscribers asked me to do it, after seeing my kind of unboxing, if you like. I'll take that back. Yeah, Mark, I'd love to pour that back in the can and take it back. I can't remember how much it cost. I'm shit with prices, as you know. If you follow my reviews, I always forget prices, and I just can't remember how much that was. And that might have given me an indication of what it was going to be like if I could remember the price of it. Maybe it wasn't particularly expensive, but it's not great. To the point where I'm not overly keen on finishing it, to be honest. There is a cherry coming through, Mark. There is. Is it a dark cherry? That's interesting. It's definitely a sweet, quite a sweet cherry, kind of bitter in cherry. So it probably is a dark cherry, but there's nothing else that goes with it. It just all is that kind of sweet, dark, bitter in cherry. There's no vanilla, there's no chocolate that you'd expect from a Black Forest Gateaux. That's what it's lacking. It's lacking the other elements. But there is cherry, absolutely. There is cherry coming through. If it just could provide you with a bit of the kind of cakey side of it and the vanilla side, then I think it would probably work quite well. So I love your channel. Some reviewers will be gushing about that stout. I appreciate your honesty. Yeah, and Mike, for everyone that knows me and knows me personally, as well as just knowing me on YouTube, I only do things honestly. I'm honest with my friends, my family, and sometimes people don't like honesty though. I've found that people aren't always keen on honesty, but I think if you're honest, we can deliver honesty in a way without being nasty, without being rude. And if we're honest, then it's out there, isn't it? And as long as we're honest and there's no lies or no bullshit, then at least it's the truth, isn't it? And we can work with the truth, and that's all fine. I won't ever do bullshit, Mike. I won't ever tell lies. I won't ever gush over something just because I think that's what people might want, or what I think a brewery might want, or whatever. I just won't do it. It's just not what I'm about. There's some people in the chat, Steve K, Tess, they know me personally. I've been friends with them for a long time, and I only do things honestly. And the same with Baz from All the Beer No Idea. We've become friends, and we just talk honestly. That honesty, it's the only way. I won't ever bullshit or say a beer is good when it isn't. Never. I just won't do it. It's the only way forward for me. So yeah, I appreciate your comment, Mike, and that's the only way I'll ever do things, without a doubt. Yeah, Andy K, I agree with that emoji about that beer, if that's what that emoji is relating to. Other than that, or you're fed up with me live. But yeah, if it's to do with a beer, absolutely. It's shocking. How much was it, Chris? I've got no idea, Baz. Because as you know, I forget the prices of bloody everything. I'm guessing it wasn't particularly expensive for it to be the way it is. But then again, you know, I know people do a lot of Brewdog bashing, and I'm not keen on a lot of Brewdog beers, but some of their stouts are really good, and they're £3 or £3.50, and they're pretty decent stouts. I like the Nitro Stout. I like layer cake, Brewdog layer cake. I like that. What's their other stout that I like? There's another one of theirs that I like, and they're good, reasonable price. But I don't know how much this was. I can't remember, but I'm guessing this wasn't particularly expensive. If it was expensive, I've been proper mugged. It's just dark cherry. Do you know, I can't finish it. I'm not overly keen, which is a shame, but we've got to be honest, haven't we? So I'm going to go back to my Lord's Brewing beer that I do like and get rid of that taste that's in my mouth. Yeah, I probably did answer your question. You're right. There's no point being a brewer if you're not honest, mate. Yeah, I do. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. There is no point, and I'm never about deceiving people. I don't do that. That's not what I'm about. I like my morals and I stick with them. So yeah, there is no point being a reviewer if you're not going to be honest. I watch a few reviewers, but I don't trust them all. It's easy to trust Chris. Thank you very much. It is easy to trust me because I will always be honest. It's as absolutely as simple as that. You can trust me. And I've reviewed a Lord's Brewing beer. Their orange flavoured porter or stout, and I didn't like it. And I've spoken to John, who owns Lord's Brewing. The review still went out, and I didn't like it. Got to be honest, it's that simple. I'm here to review beers, and you know, that's what it's about. It's about being honest. Roaster Coaster, that's the one. That is a belter, Baz. You're absolutely right. Love Roaster Coaster. That is fantastic, Roaster Coaster. That is the Vietnamese coffee one, isn't it, Roaster Coaster? I absolutely love that. That's a cracking stout in a supermarket. The only thing that tops Roaster Coaster for me is Cafe Creme from Arbor. Cafe Creme from Arbor. You can get it at Marks and Spencer's. That just tops Roaster Coaster for me. That is an amazing stout. And yeah, £3.50. I bet this was more than £3.50, and it just isn't very good. It just isn't. So yeah, Roaster Coaster is absolute belter. It really is, Barry. You're right. Yeah, I love the Brewdog Nitro Stout. It comes in the purple type looking can, doesn't it? Such a great, easy drinking stout. And at £3, it is absolutely fantastic. Have I tried O'Hara's Nitro Stout? No, I haven't. What's it all about? Where I can get it from? Where will I find it? On whose website? Or maybe probably O'Hara's themselves. Probably a good start, wouldn't it? But no, I haven't. I've never even heard the name O'Hara's, to be honest. So I'll look that one up, Mike. I'll see if I can find myself some of that and get some. Where are we up to? Dave Royal, how are you? Thanks for joining. Just had a look on the brewery's own site. It's nearly £7. Really? That's nearly £7. Shit. And I bought this in an off license. So with their markup and things, it's probably going to be in a similar price range, if not more. That's gutting. That's absolutely gutting. That is not worth that money. Never in a million years is that worth £7. Oh, £7. That's bad news, isn't it? Beer related, mate. Really enjoyed the channel. Sub straight after I saw you on the live with Dean. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Andy K. Yeah, Dean's a legend, isn't he? I've done 2 lives with Dean on his channel. For me, Dean's like the godfather of beer reviews for me. There's lots of good beer reviewers. I know Barry's watching. He's one of my favourites as well. But for me, Dean is he's the godfather. How that man gets his videos in under 5 minutes absolutely boggles my mind. It just blows my mind because he says so much in such a calm way and delivers it beautifully in all in less than 5 minutes. It is just ridiculous. I think out of all my beer reviews, I think I've only done 2 in under 5 minutes. I don't know how he does it. He's an absolute hero. Because he does, doesn't he, with Dean? He says so much, and he seems to have quite big pauses, and you know when Dean likes a beer, you know, he's smiling before he even speaks, and how he does it in under 5 minutes on most of his reviews just blows my mind. I just can't do it. I've tried. Can't do it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and subscribing, Andy K, just from seeing me on Dean's. That's fantastic news. That's really cool. Oh, I keep missing comments here. Travel and Brews, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you in. It's about being honest and having an excuse to try lots of beers. Absolutely. It's all about trying lots of beers, isn't it? We had a washing machine repairman in today. Our washing machine's only a couple of years old and it went wrong. So this guy came to repair it. When he came originally, he had to go away and get another part. But when he came originally, he spoke to my son. My son's 17. You've probably seen in one of my videos, actually. And this guy thought I reviewed beer for a living because my son said to him, I think he looked at my beer corner that you can see in the background. And my son said, oh, yeah, my dad reviews beers. So this washing machine guy, fantastic guy, really polite, great service, etc. Brilliant. He said to me, oh, I understand you drink beer for a living. I was like, no, it's just a hobby. But what a great hobby it is. It is a fantastic hobby. And yeah, this hobby is great for having an excuse to try lots of different beers. So to do this full time, cool, that'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? Doing this full time, be an alcoholic. But yeah, it is a great excuse for trying lots of beers. But yeah, thanks for coming in, Travel and Brews. Appreciate that. The North Star 2 Impy Stout is worth a try, especially if you like hazelnuts. I love hazelnuts. Absolutely love hazelnuts. It is on my list to get it, but I haven't been in a Morrison's or a Tesco's. Where is North Star 2? Is that Morrison's or Tesco's? I can't really remember. But I haven't been in a Morrison's for a while. I went in my local-ish Morrison's a few weeks back, a good few weeks back actually, and their craft beer selection had diminished. It had just halved. I was quite surprised. Really surprised. I don't know whether Morrison's are planning on bringing in a whole new range, but when I say it diminished, all of the macro lagers had taken up more of their space, which kind of indicated to me that they weren't going to expand the craft beer range. They'd actually reduced it. So yeah, where is it? Is it Morrison's or Tesco's? And I'll go and find it. I'll go and hunt it down next time I pass one. Yeah, Mark, yeah, I agree. I don't think it's hard to find a good chocolatey stout. No, it's not. There's so many good chocolatey stouts. I've got one in my fridge under here from Rogue Brewing in America, and that's a stunning chocolatey stout. It's on one of my beers to review list. But yeah, good chocolatey stouts. But yeah, I like the fact that they're quite easy to find. Absolutely agree with that. In all fairness, not everybody would pick up the same in a beer, so I don't think all reviewers are bullshit. And I agree with that as well. Well, Barry, absolutely. If I came across as saying that I think some beer reviewers are bullshit, and that's not what I meant. What I do mean is I won't ever bullshit. I won't, for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm not saying all beer reviewers bullshit. I'm absolutely not saying that at all. But yeah, we are all different. We all taste things differently. Taste is subjective. So yeah, no, I agree, Baz. I'm not saying they are. You're absolutely right. And if anyone thinks I was, right there, cat. Can you hear my cat? She's chasing a fly. When she chases flies, she meows at them. And yeah, I agree, Baz. And hopefully that didn't come across that's what I was saying. And if I did, I apologise for that. Snap, I don't know how Dean does it. Yeah, I've got no idea how he does it. Man's an absolute legend the way he reviews. Andy K, Morrison's, cool. It's in Morrison's. Next time I go past the Morrison's, I'll have a look and I'll see if I can pick it up while I'm on holiday. There's normally always a Morrison's when you go on holiday for some reason, so I'll have a look, and if I can find it, I'll review it from my Bell Tent camping holiday. It's only a Morrison's £4. Yeah, it's a Morrison's £4 a can. I'm happy with £4 a can. I'm not happy that was £7 a can, and it's not getting finished. Where are we? Absolutely, Baz. I agree. I love the fact of opening a beer and not knowing whether it's going to be good or not. And sometimes I almost enjoy the bad ones, sometimes just as much as the good ones. Just because I'm so surprised they're so bad. And sometimes it almost makes better viewing as well, doesn't it? For you, the subscribers, it kind of makes better viewing when we're absolutely gutted and screwing our faces up, etc. So yeah, I love the surprise of it. We don't have a Morrison's in Northern Ireland. We have Tesco and Sainsbury's. Tesco's range of craft beers has been getting worse. Yeah, what's that about? Well, like I say, I noticed that in Morrison's, the craft beer range was disappearing. There's a big Tesco's near me that I do have to, it's a bit of a drive. It's probably about a 25-minute drive, which isn't really a huge drive. Their range of craft beers is immense. It's absolutely massive, and they seem to be on their shelves before they hit most other Tesco's. But then the Tesco's that's nearest to me is rubbish. It's absolute pants for craft beer. But yeah, I have noticed a few are starting to reduce the range. But then Asda's kind of increasing theirs. Sainsbury's have increased theirs. So who knows? Maybe it'll all balance out. We'll see. Yeah, you're right, Baz. Some will enjoy beers and some won't. Some beer reviewers will absolutely all love the same beer. Some will all hate the same beer, and others will have mixed views. That's what reviewing's all about, isn't it, really? When do supermarkets bring out their new beers? Any set time in the year? I'm not sure. They did kind of have set times, but I think it's all gone a bit bonkers over the last sort of year, especially with COVID. And I think with the cost and things and distribution costs are going through the roof. There's a massive truck driver shortage in the UK. So I'm not sure now. I'm not sure what the set times is. That they did kind of, it was normally kind of every 6 months, but I think that's gone by now. So it's just a case of popping in and seeing when a reviewer pops up with a new one, and then everyone rushes out and buys them. Review another beer. I've got to work tomorrow, Tess. Review another beer. Do you want me to review another beer, people? If you want me to review another beer, I'll review another one. If you've had enough of listening to me waffle on, there's 13 of you in here. I can't believe there's 13 of you in here. I'll review another beer. I'm not going to review this because I've already reviewed it. But if you want me to review another beer, I'll review another beer. Got no problem with that. Get the chocolatey stout out of your fridge and review it now. You want me to do Rogue Brewing's chocolate stout? I can do it. I can do it. If people want it, I'll review it. I can see Mike's already said review it. I'll do it. Let's catch up with the comments and then I'll do it. I've missed one. Sorry, Dave Worrell, I missed you. There you are. What's the Lord you're drinking? I am drinking the American Pale Ale called Band 1. I'm sure I've reviewed it. I have reviewed it. It's a cracking beer from Lord's, that one. It's really nice. I'm thinking I got the last Northern Monk beer that they are getting. They have Brewdog, Jaipur and Beavertown neck oil left. Yeah, they do, don't they? They just, certainly the Morrisons near me, all they've got is Brewdog, Jaipur and Beavertown stuff these days. Nothing special. Review another one. If you want another one, I'll review another one. Who am I to say no to? Go on, love a stout. Let's do it then. What have we got coming up? I'm having another few. I'm cutting the grass all day tomorrow. I need more to take my mind off that. Yeah, I don't mind cutting grass, but it depends on how big the garden is, doesn't it? Really. All right, I'm going to disappear out of shot. I'm going down to the fridge, which is just under here. So I'm just going to disappear around, and I'll get the Rogue Brewing out. The problem is it's been in the fridge, so but I do know how it tastes, and stouts do need to come up a bit in temperature. I'll grab it. Stand by, everyone. Where are you? There you are. Right, I'm just going to get rid of some glasses because we're getting in a bit of a mess here. Let's move those out of the way. I'm going to, let me just put that one there. Excuse me, just talking to myself. Don't mind me. Amuse yourselves. There we go. Okay, let's do this one then, because I do know this one is good. I did pick up a couple of cans of this, so let's have a look at it to start with. There it is. Don't know how well you can see that. It's like a glass with loads of chunks of chocolate in it. From Rogue Brewing, based out in America. Chocolatey nitro stout, and it is a nitro. And I need a bigger glass to drop a nitro into, because with the nitros you've just got to dump them. It's not going to dump into that stout glass. I'm going to disappear out of shot again, people, while I go and sort this glass out. Bear with, I won't be long. Just going to rinse this one out and I'll be straight back.
I'm back. Okay, in fact, I'm not even sure this glass is big enough to dump this straight into with a nitro. But anyway, let's have a look again. Let's have another little look at this one. So, Rogue Chocolate Stout Nitro. Stout with natural chocolate flavouring added. Chocolate Stout Nitro is ebony in colour, pours a velvety smooth and creamy head that cascades into a robust earthy body, giving way to a rich chocolate truffle finish. Drink it straight out of the can, or to see the cascade of tiny bubbles, open it and quickly turn it upside down over a glass. Enjoy the show. Drink it straight out of the can. That's interesting. I can't remember the last time I drank a beer straight out of a can. I haven't really done that. Let's quickly catch up on the comments. Do another one for the fans. Yeah, I'm doing it. But like you, I'm off to do another review, mate. Good work on this, Chris. Took it like a duck to water. See you soon, pal. Cheers for coming in, Barry. You've probably already gone. But thank you. We're down to 6 people watching. That's all good. I must be very lucky. Marmalade Morrison's 5 minutes from my door is very good for craft beer. I've even got the rare Omni Polo £8 stout. Excellent. That's good news. Chuck that stout out the window. Yeah, I should have done, to be quite honest. Jim Theo, how are you, mate? Good evening. Dropped off the scene for a while, but I saw you had a live, so I had to come in and give some support. Thank you very much, Jim. I appreciate the support. I really do. Hope you have a good one. Have you had any 5 points? I have had a 5 points, but I cannot remember which one it was I had, and they are on my list of other ones to get. So, yeah, I will. So, yeah, let's crack on with this stout. There's that typical nitro well, and we just dump it in. That's what you're supposed to do with a nitro, is just dump it in. But I might have to take this away. No, it is all going in there. Dump it straight in. There we go. And there again, that's where you get the cascade effect, don't you? Going up the glass. Looks lovely, that, doesn't it? This is a really good stout. It is a really good chocolate stout. I've had 1 can of it before. It was nice. I picked this up from Beer Bods or Beer Brubs. Beer Brubs. I think this is up in the kind of £8 a can range. Sure it is. Sure it was Beer Brubs that I got it from. But yeah, it looks fantastic. I can't remember whereabouts they're from in America. Does it say on the side? The writing is so small. It's 5.8% volume as well. So it's not a big hit in ABV. It's only 5.8. Look at that. I mean, that looks perfect, doesn't it? It's reminiscent of Guinness, isn't it? And look-wise, and that lovely creamy head. Cool. Will it rival the Mad Squirrel? There's a point, isn't it? Mad Squirrel is certainly one of my favourite breweries. And this head does form peaks. If you touch it, the peaks do stay, which I love. I love that on a stout, when you can almost draw pictures with the peaks. I absolutely love that. Sounds pathetic, doesn't it? But that's what I like. So yeah, let's have a sniff. And yeah, it's just gorgeous chocolate. Just simple, gorgeous, lovely chocolate. I can't remember who it was, but someone said earlier about how there's so many chocolate. You can get a good chocolate stout quite easily, and you're right. And this is another one of those that is just a gorgeous chocolatey stout. Oh, and it just is. It's milky and dark at the same time. It's milk chocolate, it's dark chocolate, it's powdered chocolate. It's just like high quality chocolate is what that is. With a nice roasted kind of aroma just pushing up behind the chocolate. It's glorious. Like I said, it's a 5.8%, so it's not a big hitting one. It's one that you could have a few of. Oh, it's just lovely. It's got that kind of calming kind of feel that I talk about with aromas. Let's see how she tastes. Cheers. And thank you all again for coming in. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that subscribed. Yeah, nitro beers do look the part, don't they? I love the kind of drama, if you like, of nitro beers. Oh, that's so nice. That is so good. It just destroys that stout that I had before. Oh, that's delicious. Absolutely delicious, that is. and it's quite chilled. If it was a couple of degrees higher, it's even better. But even now, it's absolutely delightful. The chocolate is just coats your tongue, and for a 5.8% to really coat your tongue, that's generally has got to go some, and it does it. It's got a lovely sweetness to it as well, which is really nice, and it's just pure chocolate. Roasted chocolate is what it is, with a combination of milk and dark and a little element of sweetness to it. It's smooth, it's not over carbonated. It's just bloody fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Lovely head that just lines your glass as you drink it, and it's so easy drinking. Absolutely delicious. Should have started with this one, shouldn't I? Should have bloody started with it. Maybe it's good to finish with it instead, but it's fantastic. Yeah, Mad Squirrel, as I said, Jim, love Mad Squirrel Brewery, and they're only 10 minutes down the road from me, the Mad Squirrel Brewery. And it isn't just why I like them, because they're on my doorstep. They just make the most amazing beers, Mad Squirrel, and some of their stouts, their white chocolate stouts, they just blow your mind. They really do. Talking to Mad Squirrel, how is your glass going? Mine broke. It was a casualty of the dishwasher. Yeah, that's a schoolboy error there, Jim, putting those glasses in the dishwasher. My Mad Squirrel glass is, I tuck it away, to be honest, Jim. I don't even use it because it's so bloody thin. I don't know if any of you ever watched my kind of unboxing video where I bought 3 of their high-end stouts. And it had one of their stout glasses that's the same as that, but a Mad Squirrel version. And this is a vocation one, and it's nice, thick glass. That Mad Squirrel one was so thin, I just can't use it because I just think I'm going to break it. So, yeah, I've got absolutely no doubt, Jim, that being in the dishwasher killed it. I can absolutely believe it. It's paper thin, that glass, isn't it? They make great beers, but they make shit glasses. Simple as that. Although I've got another, like a pint glass Mad Squirrel one, and that's a lot thicker. But, yeah, they're stout glass. Absolutely dreadful. Let me just say goodnight to you, Andy, before you go. Good night, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. Off to bed up at 3 a.m. One of those rare breed HGV drivers. Fair play to you, mate. I know the heavy goods vehicle industry is suffering at the moment and losing drivers left, right, and centre. So well done to you, Andy K. And yeah, hope you get some good sleep and have a great shift on the truck, mate. You take care, and thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Couple of people saying goodbye to Andy, which is nice. It's nice that we all communicate with each other, isn't it, and speak to each other. That's what I love about this community. My missus put it in there. I was gutted. Yeah, my wife's quite particular about the dishwasher. It generally always seems to be my responsibility to load the dishwasher, and she'll watch me loading the dishwasher and then walk over and start rearranging it. I'm like, well, then why didn't you just do it in the first place? You asked me to do it, I do it, and then you rearrange everything. You might as well have just done it in the first place. But yeah, I'd be gutted if. But yeah, my wife generally doesn't put any of my beer glasses in there because she knows I generally wash them all by hand. But yeah, gutted for you, mate. But it's so thin anyway. Even hand washing that Mad Squirrel Stout glass, I get nervous about it because it's so thin. They're ridiculously thin, but their beers are immense. You went to the Mad Squirrel tap room in Berkhamsted after a family meal there. Yeah, it is quite nice. The Berkhamsted one is very nice. And they've got one in St Albans as well. They've got one in Burco, one in St Albans, and they've got one somewhere else. I can't remember where. But yeah, the Burco one's really nice. The St Albans one's nice as well. But yeah, great beers. Great beers from Mad Squirrel. Fair play, Andy K. Absolutely. You should get a PO box. I take it when you mean a PO box is in a delivery address, Mike. I take it that's what you mean. Salty Popcorn, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you in. Congratulations on the 300s. Been watching for about 6 months. Wow, 6 months. That's really cool. Has it been that long that you've been watching for Salty Popcorn? When did I set this channel up? October. It was October last year I decided to crack on and do it. And it was through the support of other beer reviewers that I decided to do it. Northern Southerner Beer Reviews, he was quite kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of pushed me to do it when I was talking to him about it and a few others. And I'm so glad I did. I love it. I absolutely love doing it. Oh, where have you gone? Yeah, so people could send you a beer to review. Yeah, that's a fair point. I'd be absolutely I don't know how I'd feel about people wanting to send me beers. But if people want to send me beers, no one's ever offered, and I'm not saying, oh, you should now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to prompt you all into sending me beers, because I'm not. But I'd be blown away if someone wanted to do that. So, yeah, it's not even crossed my mind. But yeah, maybe I'll look into it. Who knows? Maybe someone will want to send me some one day. So yeah, I'll look into that. Cool. So I'm up to date with the comments. We've been going almost an hour. I'm going to wrap it up. I really massively appreciate you all tuning in to watch. It's been fantastic. I've absolutely loved doing a live. If you want me to do more, then stick something in the comments, and I'll do some more. And I probably will, because I've actually really enjoyed it. I've actually really enjoyed being on live, reviewing a beer live. It adds a different element to it as well. So yeah, I'll do some more lives. I've broken the water with it now, if that's saying broken the water, broken the seal, whatever you want to say. Yeah. And I'll definitely do some more. Let's have a look at a couple more comments. It'd save you £7 for a start. Yeah, it bloody would, wouldn't it, Dave? It really would. So yeah, I'll agree with that. I'd be happy to send a few Irish beers. Oh, Mike, you're a ledge, mate. That'd be amazing. If I set a PO box address up, I'll let you know. But that's so kind of you to offer, and that'd be massively appreciated. And I'd love to review some Irish beers as well. So yeah. Definitely. Oh, I said I was going, and now I'm carrying on talking, aren't I? Have you had the Titanic Plum Porter? I was a bit underwhelmed by it, really. Top man, Chris. See you soon. Cheers, Jim. Thank you very much for coming in. Massively appreciated. No, I haven't had the Titanic Plum Porter. I have had some other plum porters, but not that one. So yeah, I'll have a look if I see it. But there you go. So yeah, I'm up to date with the comments. As I say, massive thank you all for coming. I do really appreciate it. I do really appreciate you all subscribing and watching. And I'll do some more lives. If you want to see some more lives, I'll certainly do some more. I'm all done. Thank you very much. I massively appreciate it. I'm buzzing. Thank you very much indeed. I'll see you all very, very soon. You should try the Grand Reserve Titanic Plum Porter. There's another comment. I said I'm going. Oh, God, I've got to look at this comment. You should try the Grand Reserve. I'll have a look. I'll look for it. And if I find it, I'll review it. I am definitely going. Thank you very much. Cheers, Mike Crow. Appreciate it. Thank you again, everybody. I'll see you all very soon. Take care, everybody, and have a great week, great weekend. Cheers. Bye now.